Let's see if we can take you back to the Cullinan Hotel or just outside where our reporter Craig Marais is stationed. Craig, if you can hear me, just talk to us about what the plan is now currently.
So we've been waiting for quite a while, and it looks like the players and their wives, girlfriends and entourages, they've been inside the hotel. This is the Cullinan Hotel is a hotel that they normally stay in when they play test matches in Cape Town. So they've been this is like their home, their second home when they're in Cape Town. And they've been inside to, I suppose, have a bite to eat, have their lunch, and maybe use the toilet facilities. And they're busy getting back onto the bus now. The crowd's getting all raucous again. And so they'll get back onto the bus, and then it'll be on our way to Langa, and then on the way to Bonteheuwel. So, I remember from 4 years ago, there will be hordes and hordes of people in the township of Langa and on the Cape Flats in Bonteheuwel.
Craig, they had quite a tight schedule. Just talk to us about some of the highlights of this morning, particularly, where they visited and how they were received there, also by parliamentarians.
Yeah, well, they started the morning off in Parliament, and which was great, and then a big crowd at the City Hall at the Grand Parade, and that's where the Mayor of Cape Town as well, Jordan Hill-Lewis, was there also, the Sports Minister, Zizi Kodwa, and most of the players were there. They lifted the trophy, and there was quite a bit of entertainment as well, and then going through the CBD, and just so many people. And people from all walks of life. There were lots of young people, there was old people, one or two grandmothers, some gogos standing with their walking stick, but they just wanted to be there. They wanted to be a part of it. And Siya Kolisi and his men didn't let them down. They must be running a little bit on low, but Siya Kolisi, I don't know where he gets the energy. They're showing that, lifting that trophy as if every person they see is the first time they're seeing them. And everyone's happy. They came. They've been supporting the Springboks, seeing them on television. We've all been having these nail-biters, winning the quarterfinals against France by 1 point, the semi-final against England by 1 point, and then beating New Zealand in the final by 1 point. So you can just picture, it's amazing for them to see them in the flesh, even if it's for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. And there's nothing boring about the Springboks. No matter how tired they are, they're waving, see us shaking the trophy. And it's just amazing to see people from all walks of life, all ages, young and old, really enjoying the day. Everyone's got a smile. The last 6 weeks have been all rugby and the Springboks. And amazing that they won the trophy again, back to back from 2019, the fourth time that the Springboks have won it. And Siya Kolisi, Rassie Erasmus, and a lot of these players will go down as some of the all-time greats, what they've achieved in the game of rugby. But it's not only on the rugby field, it's the example, the stronger together and all this diversity and synergy working together. They really are trying to inspire a nation, which they have. And hopefully it's not going to be an opportunity missed. Hopefully all of us there there's something to learn, whether it's the politicians, the leaders, us in the workplace, that if you do put all your energy together and work together and have common goals, that so much can be achieved.
And that's it, isn't it, Craig? I can see some action there. I wonder if they are starting to make their way out the hotel, but we will get your cue, of course. But just talking about the sentiment, Craig, as you were saying, in terms of how this team managed to galvanize themselves to win. As the saying goes, with all they winning with 1 point, it's because the Springboks had a point to prove. Of course, that's said in tongue-in-cheek, but it is significant, isn't it? I mean, I was chatting to a teenager the other day, a 17-year-old, who said she's been very privileged to see, the Boks win 3 times already, and she is only 17 years old. It's a tremendous feat, something that South Africans are so grateful for.
I mean, it really is amazing. The first one in 1995, and who will forget Madiba and Francois Pienaar lifting the trophy. 2007, I was fortunate to commentate the final for the SABC, and it was all about winning. But it was quite a boring game. The Springboks beat quite a weak England team, 15-6. 2019, we beat England again in 2019, and South African rugby was in a shambles before that. And Rassie Erasmus only took over about 2 years before that, and he planned to win in 2023, but the things went so well that we ended up winning in 2019 and now in 2023. And I must just say, winning by 1 point, it's that resilience of the Springboks, of South Africans. We never say die. We're not always dealt the best hand or the best cards out there, but we fighters. We fight till the end. We never give up, even if we win by 1 point or 20 points. And that's the reputation that South Africa has. I must just, as fantastic as the Springboks are and everyone, the one person that has planned all of this is Rassie Erasmus. He really is this rugby genius. Obviously, it takes a lot of teamwork, but he is the brains behind all. Yeah. He's the brains behind this, and him and Jacques Nienaber, the coach, there's no ego between them. But Jacques Nienaber would have been a physiotherapist. Rassie is like a guru. He took this guy, Jacques Nienaber became his own man. He became the defense coach, and just amazing. South African, when it comes to rugby, it was one of the worst symbols ever, the Springbok, during apartheid. Black people were never allowed to play for the Springboks. We were banned from international sport. But in 2019, 2023, things have changed completely. This Springbok symbol is really galvanizing and really inspiring South Africans and giving them a lot of hope. So it's amazing how things have changed, and how Rassie Erasmus, the plan, the vision that he's had. And there's a couple of things that he wanted to do. He needs warriors. He wants warriors that will put their body on the line for South Africa. And we saw that during this World Cup. We upset quite a few people by doing that. The French, who had a very, very good team, to beat France in front of their home crowd was heartbreaking for them. They never quite took to the Springboks after that, because they thought this was their opportunity. And then, beating England, no one really likes England. And then the foe, New Zealand as well, who seem to be harping about the referee. But at the end of the day, the Springboks are the back-to-back world champions, the 4-time world champions, the 23 world champions, and a team that the whole of South Africa is very proud of.